Start recording. Start streaming. 6:32 p.m. 22nd of January 2026. I am on someone's couch that I never met before, but is being kind enough to let me stay temporarily. I was just on my ass on the concrete. I physically cannot hold my body up. I don't know what you expected. I've told them that they didn't care. They didn't care so much. They were like, "Oh no, we're not gonna like." What it's like I've said before. It's like getting hit with a car in 2020, and then somebody has been trying to make you walk it off. And how much more could they be trying to like force you to walk it off than push you out into the public, literally having to walk? No sense of like a medical understanding of like what the fuck you're going through. Like maybe I needed physical therapy for like months before you tried to evict me. My body's fucking shaking. I'm wearing a back brace. I feel like I can't make a claim about it because the bruising, it just feels bruised. Like my hand was numb yesterday. But there's not like a good enough like visual. There's just like red marks on my hands. They're even like kind of better than it was from the fucking handcuffs. And they'll just say, "Oh, well, you were squirming around." If you hadn't been like, there was absolutely no reason for them to put me in handcuffs. I don't care what somebody said to you, what you thought. There was no reason to put me in fucking handcuffs. And then what are you, like, you're on autopilot. What are you going to do? They sat you outside. Stay right there. I was going to wait until morning. I didn't know what else to do. There was no communication about my stuff. I knew I had rights to, like, have my stuff back. But, like, I really need a fucking lawyer. I really feel like they just, like, forced you into a bunch of shit. There is a fucking cold advisory. Yeah, what happened to that? Like, they weren't even supposed to evict you when it was really cold. That was some whole thing a few years ago. What kind of understanding are you supposed to have? Look, bitch, we're eating you alive. You're not supposed to live. Like, is that the understanding I'm supposed to have? That's not really like an understanding, it's just a death threat. What the fuck understanding am I supposed to have? I need to make this pretty short, like under 10 minutes too, because like I don't know. Well, I'm glad they gave me my laptop. Yeah, sure. They could. There's so like really. I asked 4 or 5 times for the fucking like external battery thing, and yeah, sure, that would take like a day to charge though. There's nowhere I'm gonna be able to go and sit there literally all day and just to charge that fucking thing. And they like deliberately unplugged the other stuff that was plugged into the computer to just give me the laptop. Like, but sure, yeah, at least I have my fucking laptop. There's a room full of stuff. I don't know how I'm physically even supposed to. They said I get one chance for 2 hours to get my stuff. So I have to make sure like I arrange everything. I can't go back again. That feels like bullshit. But nobody's like confirming it for sure. I've got 2 places that said like they'll get back to me about legal help. But I feel I don't have time to waste. Like the person, they let me stay here last night. And then they're letting me stay here tonight. There was like an expectation I would get my stuff today. But then just found out there's even like I have 14 days to get it and I only get one shot. Where the fuck am I supposed to put anything? I feel better than I did this morning. I have slept for like 30 minutes at a time, on and off every couple hours. I need to sleep. I need my body to fucking heal. It feels like everything is covered in bruises. It fucking hurts. It's not a matter of willpower. It's not a matter somebody's idea of laziness or some shit. I don't have the muscle to fucking do anything. What you did to me needs words for it because you can't fucking do that to people. I've been inside medically isolated for 5 years. My body has disintegrated. You can't just be like, yeah, and you're supposed to like be like all muscleless and unable to defend yourself, and then we throw you outside and steal all your stuff. Like, why do I keep saying steal all your stuff? Because I don't understand. Even if I get into the unit, get everything that matters to me in that cart thing, get it that out of the unit. What the fuck? Like, you expect me to go sit at the waterfront? Or, yeah, so I was sitting outside. 2 people from the building came out and started like, yeah, the lady, I've never met her before at all. She gave me a blanket. Someone who actually previously, like, they called me a retard. And I asked them, like, was someone trying to make you be mean to me? They didn't have a response for that. But like, it was like, they don't think about me. They just live their life. They're not, they aren't fucking with me or something. Were kind of backing me up that Gail had been fucking with my door. But like, everyone's gonna use this excuse that like somehow I was pissing Gail off. I didn't even have the equipment I have until 2022, 2023, 2023. They were banging on my walls and doing all this fucked up shit since 2020. I mean, that is proof alone that no, I did not start whatever the fuck was going on with my neighbor. And I do think she hates me. She came out 3 or 4 times after I got evicted and was literally gossiping about me. Like, that's all she ever had to talk about. Talking shit about me. And I'm sitting, like, right there, flat on my ass with a suitcase. I only have the clothes on my body. The guy gave me my laptop, a coat, a jacket, a windbreaker, and a backpack. And, like, whatever was in the backpack. Yeah, they gave me my fucking ID at least. But, you know, maybe they wouldn't have if it wasn't in the backpack. I'm fucking terrified. I'm scared of those cops that dragged me out of the fucking room. I'm scared of people that have bad intentions. I'm scared of fucking some kind of like goddamn war thing going on that no one's even talking about. That's like bigger than anybody's shit. I wanted to help people. I don't know what the fuck to do. There's still, oh, I didn't even finish the, yeah, I am not in a good mental place right now, like in terms of like focus and whatever. It's like total autopilot. I'm glad I can form words. um I've had to, yeah, write the same email like a million goddamn times and say the same thing a million goddamn times. Yeah, definitely should have been more people I could have called for help. I feel like you got like 5 possible organizations or somebody to help you, maybe, and like you're fucked. You're just completely fucked. I don't. Anyway, so sitting, yeah, on the ground, they come up to me. The lady gives me a blanket, and it was getting cold, and they said it was just going to get colder. Um, I was going to just wait there for the management to come in the next day. I had no plan. I don't want to go into the shelter that's 100 people in a room. Like, talked about this before it even like fucking. And it's like, well, guess what? That's the best option you have, apparently. That's like, it's a women's shelter, and it's the only, and it's right next to the building, and it's like your only fucking option. I think this is really fucked up. I think this is really wrong. Where do you even put your stuff? Like the little bit of stuff I have, what the fuck am I supposed to do when I have like a cart of stuff? If that even works out, I get that done in 2 hours? I need to be like at my absolute like strongest. The idea, well, nobody cares. I can't care that you don't care. I can't just die because you don't care. I need a way to express how I feel, because I like the idea. Oh, come on, you're fine. Come on. No, I'm not fine. I'm not fucking fine. My body is like breaking on the inside. I'm not fine. Yeah, I didn't, and yeah, I maybe I should have worked out something about getting food before they left for work. And then there was only like a 7 o'clock delivery window anyway, and they're supposed to be back at like 9. So I thought, why risk that maybe it doesn't work out? Because it's like a key fob building. I don't know. So I just, oh my God, I didn't even finish what I was talking about. Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I don't want to like go through. I asked if I could eat the chips. They said yes. I don't want to like go through their fucking fridge and stuff. They already, I feel like they want me to find a place to go. They definitely want me to find somewhere to go. Um, and it sounds like, by Sunday or something at the very latest. And I don't, it was said we would talk about whether I could stay here again tomorrow when they come back from work tonight. Yeah, I'm about to like, I have like, they said they liked my boots, and I have another pair. I'm about to like offer them the other pair when I get my stuff. Is like, I guess, I don't know, just like something to stay here. I think they have aliens on them. Yeah, I don't know. Right? They have like aliens on them. Well, anyway, I don't know what to do. Well, you can't freeze to death outside. I'm not like, so everybody kept trying to make me feel like I should, oh, this place is a piece of shit and everything is so scary. What are you, like, seriously? It feels like propaganda. Like, it's not, it's like the streets are empty and quiet and cold and sad. There's somebody tucked up in a alcove somewhere that, yeah, should they have been in a building instead? Because, like, it's freezing. But, like, yeah, somebody walks by you and they're saying funny things. And they walk by you. It's not the sense of, like, yeah, I'm scared of getting sick. And I'm scared of my own body, like, falling apart. Some guy hitting on you or some shit, I could, like, that's a fear, I guess. And not being able to, like, get away from them. But that hasn't happened yet. Yeah. Um, the more I'm talking, the more I feel like my sinus is getting funny. So they took me, they're like, I don't even know what the premise, like, we were gonna go see if there was a bathroom at Subway. And then they're like, we know where there's a bathroom. Subway said they, even if you bought something, that they didn't have a bathroom. Um, and they brought me to a bar that had, like, they're friends with the owner, people that work there. I don't know if they're owners or they just work there. They're like the main people though, and they're really nice. They were really nice. She was wearing a face mask. It made me feel like, they still give a shit. Um, I had ginger ale, and yeah, the idea. Oh yeah, get her drunk, and then and with nowhere to go, seems like a really terrible idea. Like, I should not drink. I haven't had anything to drink since 2020. I just should not, in, like, my position. I don't want to be kind of drunk somewhere alone and then somebody, like, fucks with me. Um yeah, it wasn't, I had 2 ginger ales. It was fine. It was weird to talk to people again. It feels like, yeah, another Twilight Zone episode. I'm totally disassociating. This shit isn't real. I'm asleep in my bed. I was asleep in my bed, and then there were flashlights. And they were breaking in my door. And then they, like, lured me out of the apartment. I was like, is that signed by a judge? And they're like, yeah, come here, see. Come here, come in the hallway to see. And then they pulled me out of my room. I don't know if I literally had not left the unit, if they could not. Like, it felt like there was some boundary line where they had to pull me out of the door instead of, like, going into the unit to get me out. And they said they put me in handcuffs because I had barricaded the door. That's where I needed people to back me up that my neighbor had been fucking with me. It wasn't for them. It's always like that because my neighbor comes out and starts fucking with my door. And it doesn't matter what the fuck I was doing in my room. She's got some fucking excuse, and it seems like people are going to go along with it. It's so bogus. And it makes it look like, oh, you guys were just having a fight or something. She would not let me live in my unit. Since 2020. Before 2020, she didn't do this shit. No one was banging on the walls. And again, I didn't even have a speaker until after my dad died. I couldn't afford one. She's the one that started banging on the shit saying she was putting in a TV. And yeah, I feel like I'm stuck in like a stupid high school drama thing or something. I can't, deal with that. Like, I should, focus on, like, I asked for medical accommodations. They were supposed to email me stuff, and they just kind of did it again. Except they didn't give me a timeline to move out at all. And I had to ask for a timeline about when to get my stuff. They didn't just tell me. And apparently, through a grapevine of people, they put a notice on. I can't go back in the building. Like, I wouldn't even know that notice was on the door. There would have been nobody to even tell me. They put like an abandoned property notice on my door. And it scares me because it feels like, oh my God, Laura, you're such a fucking idiot. Who do you think's been screwing with you? It was people inside and outside of the building, and then they took your ass to a bar, and maybe the people that work there are really nice. But, like, you think they give a fuck about you, the, like, people that brought you there? They left without even saying goodbye. And they did this thing where they wanted me to go with somebody to their house, and they were like, you gotta go right now. If you're gonna go, you gotta go right now. And I do not respond to that, like, right now shit. And I started crying. And then the person I'm staying with now was noticed and, like, had me go over to the side. And that's even why I'm staying with this person instead. And yet they left without even saying goodbye. That doesn't feel good. But they helped you get to that bar. Now you know somewhere you can sit, and they'll let you use the bathroom. Yeah. I mean, they could have just let me sit outside and freeze. I would rather not be freezing. Well, it's been in my head for years that the one guy, like, hates my guts. But it seems like, I mean, he could even possibly stick up for me about the neighbor lady. So whether he will or not, I have no idea. He definitely made, like, he was, like, pouring out the little ends of his beer and was saying, like, he could just not do anything. This isn't his problem. And yeah, okay, yeah, true. You could just not help me at all. That's true. I mean, it'd be nicer if you helped me, but I don't know if there really is, like, going over and over again saying that, like, they weren't even gonna let me in to get my stuff, and I should just, like, give up on it, essentially. Which, like, no, what the fuck? And then pull yourself up, don't have a pity party, and, like, all of this stuff is ringing in my head now. That if nothing else, that's what people are gonna say and gonna think. Just give up and don't have a pity party somehow at the same time. And, like, no one is going to care about any of your shit. Well, I mean, somebody should have cared about everybody's shit. I mean, come on, tell me you're doing weird shit to me because it like kept you housed somehow. Right? I mean, instead of just like the way things should have been. There has to be some like reason. It's been years of this. It's not going to just like erase. It just becomes harder to like. I feel eaten up. I'm scared. That's like the fifth time. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. There's still sounds even over here. It's a totally different block. I'm still like downtown, but it's a totally different. And there's still somebody. It's not like sometimes they're knocking on the walls, and it's a little. It's just making a heartbeat sound outside, and were they just doing it to all of downtown and you noticed, and that like too bad you just couldn't have not noticed and then kept living your life or something. I mean, that's ridiculous, right? I mean, yeah, I'm gaslighting myself. I explained it really well last night. Like the street was turned into a war zone. This wasn't just like, this was some extra shit. Um, I'm getting really nauseous, and I want to, yeah, just what is important to say. Get how wrong it is. Human rights. Uh, they did it on the same day that they did testimony in city council for $20 million. They just mysteriously found, and how they're going to allocate it for like rent assistance stuff. Same day. I had no notice. I didn't even get a 15-minute lockout. Yet my brain is totally scattered right now. I'm trying to work. I have a couple leads, but I don't know. And like they're legal leads. Like the idea I could just get my apartment back is so keeping me like, please, please. Maybe I should try to look up even like cases where someone got their apartment back after they were evicted. Yeah, proving improper service is a major one, and that's the whole point. Like, I have a disability. I did a reasonable accommodation thing. They submitted a form in response. They said that they email everything. Like, point blank period was the response. Uh, and then they never emailed me shit about this. The judge lifted the order to stay on the 6th. I have pictures that show I didn't have anything on my door through the 17th. Through the 17th. And like, I don't have money to just keep buying groceries so I can get a picture of my door. Like, what else was I supposed to do? If I open the door, the neighbor was fucking with me. And you're not backing me up about it. That is literally what happened. The neighbor or somebody is fucking, yeah, the last time it was like somebody like what, running past the door or some shit, making like a Halloween noise. And I like Halloween, but like, I think they think it's funny that they scared you out of your own life instead of just like fundamentally wrong. But it's still, it says communicating via emails. And then you could, yeah, we talked about this last night. The person was also helping me try to figure out ways that this had not been put the right way. They seem like they're at risk of eviction too. And like they're supposed to give me uh some kind of accommodation, and they like denied it. Proving improper service. Yeah, if I can get some assistance and they get their money, can I just have my apartment back? Because I'm still trying to get assistance in case that would work out. So yeah, and I guess that's, I have to prove that it was like a wrongful eviction, I guess. There's so many, like, you didn't help me prove the neighbor was terrorizing me. That was part of the problem. It's COVID, war zone shit, and then the neighbor terrorizing me specific personally, like, because I can't know who the war zone shit was. It was like the whole fucking area. And you don't think it's weird that there's like nobody here anymore comparatively? And yeah, it's been dead, it's been quiet. And yet they said that too, like it's been like 2 years of it being like dead and quiet. I'm starting to feel really sick. Yeah, I didn't eat. I've only eaten chips, and I don't. I've been like physically fucked up from. I can't tell you how much it feels. Every muscle like fucking hurts. Okay, like, and somebody thinks you deserve this. Somebody thought they all they ever wanted to do was make you feel pain. Like, what is wrong with you? How the fuck do you expect anybody to get removed from their home? They have no money, no prospects, nobody to call for help. They have to rely now on total strangers. You don't know if someone's going to be fucked up or not. And then, like, yeah, you're lucky if they're not. And then you're going to put them in a position where, like, you're going to wait in line for this bed. And then what, did you lose all of your stuff by then? Or, like, you couldn't scratch together enough money for even, like, a store? Where's the storage shed supposed to be? I get winded from walking like 5 blocks. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? This shit is demented. It's demented. If they do it on purpose, especially, it's fucking demented. I've spent so long just trying not to get sick and to hold on to my apartment. And I feel myself getting sick and I feel like I lost everything. Cuz it's like someone just wanted to try to prove a point. What point did you prove that you can pick somebody up and throw them somewhere and expect them to swim? I was the slowest person on the swim team. Like, nothing's going to change that. You deliberately threw me in a pool to pretend that what I was a regular swimmer. I'm still the fucking slowest person. You like almost drowned me still. What the fuck is the point of this? And that's where it comes into like, dude, you're in the middle of a war that people don't even recognize as a war. Because this is really, yeah, this is murder shit. Murder and assimilation stuff. Like, because, I mean, who am I supposed, like, so yeah, I can't, like, imagine that I'm going to be able to just stay here. You know, and I don't want to put them out, like, I don't, I'm really grateful they let me stay here at all. Um, who you supposed to like hop to another person that you don't know? You're supposed to hope someone along the way doesn't fuck you up. I just want my fucking apartment back. The strength I need to even get in there and get my stuff. I don't like, I need a friend. I need to be able to sleep. I need to be able to be caffeinated. I need a friend. Like, and where the fuck am I supposed to go with it? Well, and you know, today the plan was like, oh, just go back to that bar. It'll be okay. Just go back to that bar. And then, you know, work on looking up services and stuff. Because I need a place to charge my phone. There's no fucking battery life on my stuff. Why would you ever think this was a good idea to do to somebody? Your assumption is somehow I fucked up because I couldn't get rent. That is bullshit, and you know it. You've been following this for 5 years, how this situation ended up being like this. For 5 fucking years. There was assistance programs, and then you like stopped fucking helping me. And yeah, you're like, well, millions of people got evicted. Yeah, and what, it was fucking wrong. I don't know what else to say. That I am trying. You're like, well, why didn't you contact stuff? I didn't even have a timeline. You said that my landlord would contact me, and they didn't. There was no notices. I have photo proof of that. Through the 17th. When those cops showed up, he had the thing in his hand, and he said, we brought this with us. There are cameras in the hallway. There were witnesses and shit. Yeah, wasn't there also like an echelon guy there or something? There was like a third guy that was standing in the corner. Did they have a body camera? I have no idea when they put that notice on my door. If they even put it on my door. If it wasn't like they said, we brought this with us. So yeah, it's like I need somebody's help and I don't understand what to do. Yeah, this has been a human rights violation. Yeah, all of that like echoes thing hasn't stopped. The person said they're coming back after work, that we would talk some more about yeah, I feel like I need to try to sleep again, at least for a little while. 'Cause we stayed up talking until like 5 o'clock in the morning. That I don't know that I should plan. They want advance notice. Yeah, the thing with the advance notice, I mean, how much advance notice did they get? And then I asked how much they wanted, and they said 2 or 3 days. But when the first idea was to go in at noon today, and then my body was too sore, and like it just, I can't. Um, Let us know when you'll be here tomorrow, and we'll escort you in and out for the things you need to get out. And this was after they sit me on the concrete. So I was on the ground outside at 3:24 p.m. Usually it says something about like you have to be out by 11:59, for example. That wasn't on the notice. And then they responded and then didn't respond to me asking like there was like a dress hanging up. Could I at least get the dress? I'm wearing like the thinnest fucking cat suit thing. They didn't respond. And then the neighbor kept coming outside talking shit about me, which has to mean something. She has been, I am like some character in her life for some reason. The only reason I'm talking about her is because she was fucking with me. This is some sick fucking joke thing. Asking a bunch of questions that they didn't answer, asking to appeal the eviction, asking, like, can you, anything. There was no move out time. There was nothing. And there's no response to this stuff. It's just, sorry to hear about your unfortunate circumstances. Oh, sorry. This is actually a mistaken email. They don't work for the company. We'll expect to see you at noon, 8:32 a.m. and then saying that security is going to be involved with it during a limited time, but didn't say how long. And that you can't do it more than once, which I don't think is true. I can't. Only get one chance to get your stuff after eviction. No, they provide a reasonable schedule opportunity within a certain window. It's just within the time frame. It's not that you only get one chance to get your stuff. Yeah, this feels completely designed just to cover somebody's ass who probably had nothing to lose, honestly. They just wanted to make sure. Then you murdered me to cover your ass. How isn't that worse than, like... Yeah, by the sound of it, it could be worse. Why don't you shut up? Oh my god, I can't handle this. Yeah, that's what I need. Legal help. I need, like, someone who already knows all this stuff, and I need them to fucking help me. I will never get the life I built back. Things are not just because you said so. They either are or they're not. If I'm worried about it being something horrible, why can't you just say that's not it? And what they were actually intending on doing. What they're actually, like, instead you just play the sick little fucking game where they make your life worse and worse because you're worried that it's like the worst possible scenario. And so then it either was or it's not. Like, no, the way, yeah, even people noticed that she was, like, smiling that I got evicted. That's spite, dude. Whether or not I should have filed for bankruptcy, I don't have money to file for bankruptcy. Oh my god, and there comes the boomer. That's the same shit as when I was over at the other building. Why won't you just give me my fucking apartment back? Why do I have to do any, like, make up some alternate reality story that sounds nicer just so, like, you're giving me my fucking apartment back? That's not how, like, my brain works. And then is there, like, not a reasonable accommodation to get more time? And then I had to cancel the appointment to get my stuff. And now I have to do it again. Oh my god. It's been all day long and no one was making that fucking noise. The thing is, the same fucking person. They're there Monday 9 to 5. And they'd prefer 2 or 3 days in advance to know. Well, and I'm saying, like, they only had... I emailed at what time to even... At 3:44 a.m. So it's almost like 4 o'clock in the morning the day of. They had like 4 hours. I don't know what the fuck is supposed to happen. It seems the longer I wait, the more likely you could end up like in a different part of town, have trouble getting back. I've said for you, I don't want to end up in some deranged person's basement. This person had like therapy vibes. When they took me to the side and separated me from like too much activity and people trying to pressure me to go somewhere. I thought they were older than they were because like and like a had and they said they wanted to go into therapy, but yeah, they would be a good therapist. They're younger than me, and yeah, they'd still be a good therapist. But like that's why it felt safer to... Yeah, and getting like someone else offered me to go to with them. They were going to go to Beaverton. I'm not going to Beaverton. And then they just said the same thing again. And then I get a text message that somebody put this on my door. And this is like what they should have emailed me. I sent this to the lawyer person that's supposed to be helping me. It feels like a sick joke. I'm going to get my stuff back, right? I'm going to get my apartment back. And your neighbor's still going to be fucking with you, like the other guy said. Yeah, but I have my apartment back. So yeah, now it's like another day. You're going to need to wait and hope people talk to you Friday. It is definitely at 7:30 at night. The day is over. People went home. And if they don't want me to stay here on Sunday, I don't know where the fuck I'm going to stay. Yeah, that notice says by the 4th, even though 14 days would have been the 5th. 14 days from today would have been the 5th. But the notice says 4th. I mean, February 1st, there was supposed to be a fucking rental assistance program that would have paid all past due rent and a month ahead. Right, so still try to get that, or... Yeah, fuck, this video's an hour long. Well, I'm still alive right now. My body's in pain. It's shaking, like uncontrollably of its own volition. I'm having like shakes and tremors, and I don't think it's just because you're cold. It's like the muscles are even like fucked up. I need days to heal. That, yeah, the idea, well, you're not gonna get him. No wonder people, what, you are trying to put me in the fucking hospital. You are trying to kill me. Somebody's, you're so close to getting your eviction rescinded, and all you have to say is it's not whose fault. That it's not whose fault. Why the fuck is somebody around trying to like tell me what to even say? Who? Somebody wants you in some kind of like fucked up position the rest of your goddamn life, and that you know that's wrong. I really need, yeah, I got in touch with my therapist again. They said they were going to help me, but my fucking phone is giving me errors. It doesn't call on a network. When I try to text somebody, it goes through like every other time. It's like not fucking working. Where's the easiest way to show this gallery? It fucking hurts. I can't tell the pain I got shooting up my goddamn arm right now. I mean, they put me on the ground with my arm twisted behind my fucking back. I don't know if he bruised it. That's why your arms are sore. Yeah, that in every way feels like they just wanted an excuse to touch your body, which is weird. And I'm just like dissociating. Like you almost like don't even like feel them in the moment. It's just you're just being like pulled around. It is insane and so fucking unnecessary. Definitely wanted to treat you like you weren't a human being, as if you needed to know what that feels like. Sorry, here's the errors. Phone's not registered on a network, so you can only make emergency calls. And then there was one when I tried to text. Oh, it's waiting to connect. But yeah, it's on an internet thing. So I guess that's how I got internet and I can send emails. Yet maybe the fucking emails aren't going through. It seems like they are. Those are pictures from yesterday. It hasn't turned into like a bruise, I guess. When it does, then maybe you'll care. But it does just look like a big red mark. Yeah, shit being like, oh, it's a day shelter. So you can be in there during the day and then freeze to death at night. Where are you supposed to go? Where are you supposed to go? Is it really a system that's just meant they're making people just wander around till they pass away? Where are you going to get a shower? Where are you supposed to like... Well, I only have this one outfit I'm fucking wearing. Yeah, how long are you trying to wait to... Like, see, I can't even calculate all this stuff. If they don't want me here on Sunday, or by Sunday... Oh, you're just going to get worse. And then... Yeah, right. I'm like, oh my God, I'm glad I'm not on my period right now. Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. There has to be something a lawyer is going to tell me. Like, it doesn't make sense that they did it on a Wednesday. It doesn't make sense that they did it at 2:30 in the afternoon. It doesn't make sense that it does almost feel like if you had just been like doing something in your room, they wouldn't have done it. Like I submitted testimony. I know that seems kind of crazy. Yeah, that it's not related, but like I submitted testimony. If I had called in and said something, would you have like not evicted me? That it can't hinge on that. That has to be like just all of these people called in with support. And what it's something they're going to vote on in the coming weeks. What does it mean to end unsheltered homelessness? Forcing you to be in one of these things. Whether you don't even really have a home, do you? You have a bed. Someone else might have slept in it the night before. I don't know. And then, do you have any stuff at all? They expect me to like gain muscle back up and then get a job doing what? Yet physically, mentally, emotionally fucking depleted. I have been traumatized. I can't care that you don't care. And then what you wanted me to know what it was like for people, like how are anyone supposed to keep living their life after like a war zone or something? Because that's worse. It's worse. And then they're like expected to keep on doing capitalism. Yeah, and the idea, oh come on, some people don't bitch. You know, that's always about like the people that don't bitch. That they still believe in some kind of dream, and then it's almost like they get rewarded just because they kept believing in it. What? And you don't care that it's fucked because you're benefiting. How many times have they gassed these little boxes with something and people didn't have a way to even complain about it? I need help. I need someone who has better words than I do right now. I want my fucking apartment back. Oh my god, whatever. All this like, oh, crying about it isn't gonna help. Your cat's never coming back either. Like all of these other fucking. I want my fucking apartment back. I need somebody to really fucking help me, and I don't want to be scared they're secretly fucking killing me or something. I need someone to fucking help me. Like a lawyer level person. The idea that people see you as something that they're just gonna use for some shit. They don't. A means to an end, and I can't deal with this. I don't want to die. I don't want someone to fucking use me. I probably, oh my god, it hurts so much. How could you do this to me? Why the fuck did you do this to me? My arm feels like it weighs like 500 pounds. It is like people sat there and they watched you die, and the whole time they knew they were going to say that you just do it to yourself, and they know you hadn't. They know you hadn't. They're just not sticking up for you because I don't know why. They see you as a threat for something, and I don't even know what the fuck their problem is. What am I threatening in your life? Like, everything is brute. I stick my hand in my pocket and the whole fucking, like, it's swollen too, yeah. My hand, my arm, my back, the, like, insides of my armpits, my ankles. I do love these boots, and people made a lot of remarks about my shoes, but, like, I bought them 3 years ago thinking that I was going to be somebody, and then, like, you know, now kind of make me look like I'm an idiot or something, I guess. But I mean, I really do like my shoes. But they're heavy and they're like, if you could have predicted the future, you would have done a lot of things different. You can guesstimate the future, and that's about. No one has responded back. Yeah, again, did I not make it a broad enough issue? Are you kidding me? Well, you never can just, like, complain about you alone. It's always like a million people going through a million things. Wasn't there something, um There's always a connection. Yeah, Portland to Palestine, ICE and homelessness, and what's this? I vote for whoever seriously puts every single person that authorized this in prison. Fuck ICE. ICE whistleblower. Oh, that was nice to see people wearing like fuck ICE stuff. Like there's still that like human rights spirit and things. Authorize it to break into without a judicial warrant. And it's supposed to be signed by and it was like the same shit I was saying. Like, was this signed by a judge? It's signed by it says council clerk. The thing that they put on my door. And then, whether or not that counts as the judge. Right, you need to be typing all these things up and looking them up, and you understand that I am like physically depleted. It's like you sucked out my soul and it needs time to regrow. Like, metaphorically, of course. Yeah, feeling super nauseous isn't helping. What was I even gonna look up? Eviction trespass notice needs to be signed by a judge. I don't know. I thought there needed to be a time stated of when you were being forced to leave. This is why you need an actual lawyer to help you, and not one that might be just working for the landlords or something. The cold, I just don't know what the fuck you could be why wouldn't you just wait? I said it to her 4 times. Because the property manager person was there. Why wouldn't you just wait? If it's just about you getting your money, why wouldn't you just wait? I mean, the same thing happened last year and you got your money. If I'm not wrong, the building they live in got assistance. It does feel like someone really just wanted to, like, they literally, yeah, worst case scenario, people are trying to kill you. They thought they were teaching you a lesson. They thought they were indoctrinating you into something. It went on for so long, it doesn't feel like it wasn't like planned. It wasn't like an accident, whoopsie, one day, like. Call 211. No, to do the Court of Appeals thing, I had to pay $300 that I don't have. You need to find money. Right, then that starts to sound like you live in America, and America means money, and money means you have to find money somehow. And they're making everybody practically kill each other to find money. As if it's something you, like, dig out of things. But that's not even really how stuff works. Like, I bought this years ago, and now it's all fucked up. What's it worth now? It's sustained damage. It's not worth what I paid for it. I don't know if that's going to help me. It's nice to hear somebody contact me back, though. And hold out. I'm trying to work with legal services and hold out hope that I might get my apartment back. I really want to stay. Need to stay close. I'm having trouble processing information. I can't keep a focused line of thought right now. I keep trying to think ahead, but there's no way to plan anything. Why isn't there a place someone can see, like, a doctor and then stay there? My body is fucked up. So someone is treating this like they want you to just give up. They think that they're like fighting you, and they give up. Like, you already like stomped me into the ground for years on end. What is the fight? You're like fighting a daisy and then getting mad if it grows back. Yeah, I'm glad that at least there's one person that writes you back. At least there's one person that let you stay on their couch for a couple days. I don't know. Yeah, you want to say some big philosophical thing about how the whole system should be different. This shouldn't have happened. I've been yelling for years, like, I want to be the last one anybody fucks with like this. Like, they evict 1,400 people a month. Yeah, I mean, I have a band camp. You could just listen to every single thing on there. Like, why don't you finish this off with a song? There's a whole bunch. Why'd pick one? It's on my YouTube also. Yeah, you're starting to get disconnected from like the global landscape too. Shit happens every day, and then you miss a couple days and you're like, "Oh my god." That's a really sad thought. Somebody thought maybe they would just like pop you in front of a camera and you just be able to spill your guts all over the place and like magic would come out. Somebody just like banged on the wall. This isn't even my apartment. The fuck? That's really, it's like, it still feels like getting hit in the head. And it's like really far away. There's not someone like sitting in the closet over there, right? They would have been in there all day if there was. That's where it sounded like it was coming from. Ugh. Anyway, yeah, that you're just gonna be like a living example of some shit. And like, I'm so not at my best. Do you not understand how not at my best I am? You really just can't, like, you don't feel my feelings. People aren't just sort of like robots that like there's all this mechanism going on inside all the time. It's so fucking painful. Like, I think people have feelings. They just seem to forget, or they don't connect with other people's feelings, or not at the same time, or I feel destroyed. I really don't want to die. Yeah, something bring a kind of comfort. I mean, I'm warm right now. I have my laptop, I have my phone. They're charged. I'm sitting on somebody else's couch in somebody else's home. While mine is like what, fucking boarded up. Like, you want to tell me how that's better to just have it sit there with while you freeze to death outside and it just like sits there? I want my stuff back. I want my room back. I just want my room back. Like, why can't you won't just like let me live here for some reason? Why just let me live in my fucking room? Yeah, I'm like begging. I said I didn't want to beg. I'm begging. Like, let me live in my fucking room. You can like see it. You can fucking see it. And I just can't be inside my own fucking home. Tell me that doesn't make sense. The only reason it looks fucked up is because people were fucking with me. Stop fucking with me so I can like live my life. You needed to back me up that they were fucking with me. It's like, no, we want you to look like a stupid idiot. That's all. We want you to look dumb is the only possible, like... They took my fucking life from me. Yeah, it's obviously also, like, regular people shit. It's not even close to, like, the worst fucking situation ever. Like, it's regular people stuff, and you just wanted to, like, shove Milton Hershey school standards up my ass. Like... Because that's what you compare it to, and it's like... I just want my home. It's right there. Like, they literally just, like, pulled me out of the fucking apartment. I don't know if you can still fucking pull it up on your phone. No, I'm glad they didn't kill me either because I was genuinely concerned. This makes no fucking sense. Man, fuck this thing. I saved it. Yeah. him looking around to saying like I'm sitting on the floor saying, "Can you just give me like this or that thing?" I was asleep. I woke up to flashlights, so whenever they start using the fucking flashlights, that's when. And then, yeah, what was I supposed if I had just like I don't know, not it makes it feel like that if I hadn't gone to the door, they couldn't have done anything. Because I don't know, they made such a big deal about like yeah, at some point they pull that suitcase right out of the fucking way, and that's how I even have it. Like stupid thing that won't do sound unless you like record the. Yeah, did they knock first? Did they do? I didn't. I was asleep, so I kind of need the sound. Someone just pounded on my fucking head just like it's at the old building. The police aren't allowed to stalk you any more than anybody else is. Yeah, doesn't that also make it feel? What are all the units empty? Yeah, and I mean, from the minute it's just like dissociating. I don't know the smartest thing to do. Like, turn the camera recording on, dumbass. Like, I can't think in the moment like that. And then they just pull me through the door. You're supposed to have like a 15-minute, at least to get stuff yourself. But that's not even the fucking argument you want to make. I mean, the whole goddamn thing is wrong. This was the highlight of somebody's goddamn day. They enjoyed themselves. He even said in the hallway, no one's enjoying this. And it almost was like, I didn't have shoes on. I didn't have socks. The person that's letting me stay here gave me a pair of socks. And then they got me on the floor to put me in handcuffs. The whole time I've been in this situation, I want a truth to be known. And it's like, are you gonna ever get it? Ever? Seriously, you're not? Like, I really thought you would. Are they did this on like somebody's idea of like, they put instead of the Jerry Springer show, they have like eviction videos and they make fun of people and someone buys it. Like, somebody did get joy out of this. They tore your life apart, broke your body down, and threw your ass out. And it was the happiest day ever for them. And you can't call them a fascist fucking Nazi? With, yes, some severe kind of brain damage. Like, so their brain damage is so bad they gave me brain damage. It's like they expected you to be doing something. And then what, you would have left me alone? What exactly? How the fuck am I supposed to do anything now? I just want my room back. I can't. How many days you spent in there? And they just like ripped your life apart. They wanted you to feel that way? Why? Why? I was on assistance programs for 5 years. It wasn't news to you that I needed assistance. Why the fuck wasn't I in the coordinated access care thing years ago? Signed up for SSI or years ago. And then you would have had your fucking money and I would have had my life. I scrubbed toilets since I was 10. I don't have a family. I'm fucking poor. You can't act like I didn't deserve to have a life. They want people to feel less than. Yeah, I feel less than. I feel humiliated. I feel stolen from. Feel rejected. Ejected. I feel like you beat me up the only way you could legally get away with beating me up. I feel like you did that to the whole fucking city in 2020. The dog made a funny sound. Right. Best case scenario, what you work something out with her. The Yeah, seriously, here, have half of my stuff if I can stay with you. I mean, isn't that a little bit like, what the fuck, dude? Well, yeah, like they like skull stuff. How much stuff do you have that had like skulls on it, or skeletons, or we like a lot of the same shit. But yeah, then it feels like I they didn't do this to me. I never met them before, but some social order thing did this to me. What? How lucky are you that you got your fucking ID? Yeah, right there. It didn't really show it. It's like he went out of his way to unplug the stuff that was plugged into the fucking laptop. Like, oh, but at least he gave you your laptop. Yes. Yeah, at least he gave me my laptop. I mean, what if, like, I still don't have the rest of my stuff back, even though there's, like, a plan in place now to get it? Like, oh, what? You're bitching about having stuff? Isn't that so capitalistic of you? Is that what you're trying to shove in my face? Yeah, I want my stuff. Why are you like this? Like some social order thing. Why are you like this? I mean, like it's how some people make money. They really think they're doing some shit here that's like worth doing. What? Why didn't you sell your stuff because I can't go to my mailbox is a big reason I didn't just sell my stuff myself. Like I said, I got another pair of boots. Maybe I could have sold the other pair. Maybe I could give them to her as like at least a thank you for letting me stay here. Do I want to part with them? No, but like he knocked the fucking fan down. He picks it back up, but like that's I have a bookshelf of books. I won't have the physical strength to push this shit around. I don't know what. I've had head trauma. The idea, don't be weak, don't give up, don't. It seems like you wanted to like lobotomize me with trauma. And good job. Like, I can't feel or I'm gonna just cry. I'm fucking terrorized. Yeah, I want to know what you would do if somebody showed up at your house and touched your stuff. Like, would love to know what you would have done. I don't have somebody to talk to that's totally on the same page. I haven't found someone that's like, they did this to me too. And they, with like a college level fucking attitude can explain what the fuck this is. Because I need someone smarter to explain like what this is. Is it the police kicking you in the face personally? As if I did something to them. I don't know you. Yeah, oh, am I being materialistic? I don't want to give up my other boots. They have aliens on them. I fucking love aliens. I had like a whole concept of a person going. I just never got to live it out. Well, because COVID never turned into like, oh, yeah, we stopped that from. It's 1,000 people died last month. They just don't care anymore. Yeah, it gave me this kind of random shit. I got my like rice and beans, but without the thing to cook them in. Like, whether he was going to give me this sweater or that sweater. He was having a really hard time. The coat that I'm wearing, he was having a hard time finding it for some reason. You act like I just ignored notices. That's what the lady that was helping me yesterday, she gave me a blanket. She said, "You ignored notices." I did not. I did not. That is a lie. There were no notices. I thought they were giving me more time. Like they had decided not to evict me. I guess because I'm fucking delusional and just want people to not be evil. Like, how did everybody talk about housing rights for years on end and then you got evicted? How does that make sense? Like the city is about human rights and then you got evicted in a really like fucked up way. What the hell happened there? Oh, it is freezing cold. You could have gone ahead and handed me everything. They didn't even give me a change of clothes. Somebody saying "ha ha sucker" at me, like, yeah, I'm trying to, like, is that even the right patch that they should be? I have no idea. How would you know? No, you're when you exercise, your muscles rip apart, and then they need to heal, and then you exercise again, and your muscles rip apart, and then they need to heal. When there's no healing time, you're just gonna get hurt. So what do you expect me to fucking do? You can't get 5 years of strength back in a day. I physically can't like use my goddamn body. Someone slammed a door. Somebody would love for you to just hurt yourself, Laura. They don't care. Yeah, I'm not trying to be too dramatic and take away how horrifying it would be to be raped, but it was a kind of rape in broad daylight and then left outside. That's the level of violating. No, they shouldn't be able to do that to you. You're disabled, you're on assistance programs, you live in low income housing that's supposed to have supportive services. Are they supposed to be able to do that to you if you lived in a 2,000 a month apartment building and you're supposed to be rich? It's not going to be less traumatizing. I just feel like it makes even less sense that you're supposed to be in a thing that helps you. I'm just waiting for it to be over. Yeah, just this guy came in and took his own photos of my stuff. Okay. He's doing something to a bag. Maybe they're tools. He's changing the lock. Yeah. You don't think that's weird? Why would he need to go in and take pictures of the inside of my unit? Yep, and what, by 3:10, by 3:24 I was sitting outside. So within the next 10 minutes they take me outside. It might be happening while he's doing that. It seems like he took pictures of something really specific. What, my router? What else is over there? Like, I feel like I remember him being at the door and then I I'm trying to figure out if I'm still sitting on the ground or not. I don't know what the fuck to think of. Yeah, I'm glad I recorded the recording. Good. I want friends and I want my life back and I want my room back. I don't want to be in a fucking war with somebody. I don't even know you. What the fuck? Yeah, you're gonna be nervous and scared until you fucking explode. That's not right. I wish I could like speed it up a little bit. Don't do that. I don't know what else to say right this second. I need to calculate it like ahead of time because they said they're going to give me 2 hours to go in there once and get my stuff. I mean, yeah, somebody else was trying to convince me to just write it all off like you're never getting your stuff back. That's not legal. Like, I don't know where the fuck you get off saying that to somebody. Like, but you know, was this legal? This is supposed to be a legal procedure. Yeah. In what universe is this legal? What's the right thing to do for humankind? This needs to not happen to people. I didn't fuck up. I didn't fuck up on purpose. I'm not lazy. I'm not some negative thing. I didn't like. What's he doing now? Oh, shutting off the thing. Okay. I was trying to see if there's stuff to shut off. He looks like a ghost. Somebody decided to turn that light on again at some point because it's on. Okay. They can't close the door. Oh man, I don't know how long to let this play out. I'm getting like, I need to lay down. Been holding myself upright for too long. No, I refuse to. It's not my fault. COVID happened. Whatever the fuck attack on Portland happened. Whatever the fuck they were doing to my specific street happened. And then you fucking with my apartment itself happened. I was supposed to magically just not give a fuck? Why wouldn't I give a fuck? Why doesn't everybody give a fuck? Yeah, my fucking hands hurt. Oh man, I feel greasy now too, on top of like. When do they show back up and turn that fucking light on? Is like. Somewhere between here and there. Or what could have had. Did the light fall over? And now it looks like. Well, it's like pointed different, and now that whole area is lit up. I thought that the kitchen light was left on. $28, $29, $31, $34, $35. Somewhere between 34. Why in the world is it better for me to have been left outside in the cold, put in harm's way, put in a situation where, yeah, you're dependent on a stranger? It's good they were nice, but what if they weren't? And then the unit just sits there. And it's going to sit there for like 2 weeks. Because, I mean, technically you have to. If they just were going to kill me, why didn't they just like. Why did they take 5 years? That sounds really fucked up, but like. And then something changed in that area that changed the lighting. It doesn't look like someone came back in the room, though, or anything. Well, I'm glad they didn't shut that light off. You, like, need it to see if someone came in. Yeah. What could I have ever said? And it's like, okay, we're going to give her apartment back. Why else would they ever want to depersonalize you? Why else would they ever want to make you feel, yeah, violated, like you lost everything, you're desperate, you're needy, you're in a bad position, you've been taken down a notch, you've been like stormed on. Why? Seems like the desired result of somebody's bullshit. Why? You want me to write fairy tales about how badly somebody just wants to be loved? You can't. Yeah, of course. Did anybody actually love you? Did you love them back? Did you know them and they're gonna say that they loved you? I mean, like, because that does come to like, oh my god, how much you just wanted friends and to have fun and to live like, and fun meant being like politically aware. It's you're not brain dead, but yeah, to be smart and to be fun and to be in love. And you just like crushed me up like a piece of paper that you somehow made a mistake on. Yeah. It is 8:48 p.m. January 26th. Sorry. Tired brain. January 22nd, 2026. I think I should stop it here. Keep it short. Save it. Universal human rights are, everything is bullshit. Does that mean anything different now? I still have a hope I'll get my apartment back. I'll cry about it when the camera's off. That's it.